Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for mid-November 2020. Remember, time is fluid though, so whenever you come across a reading, it's probably the right time for you. This is going to be, as always, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided to the channel. You may not have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe you don't know about it. Um, you may be in love with the Aquarius. I know my daughter has been. I think every guy she's been with has been Aquarius. In serious relationships, it's funny, she's Scorpio. I don't know. Um, so whatever brought you, welcome, guys. We are going to use the major arcanas. I don't know the name of them. I'm sorry. That box has been long gone. Um, we're going to pull a card for love, and then career / money, and then life. Life is just open to whatever it is we need to hear. And then we will use the Universal Tarot and take 3 cards off of each bullet point, whatever we want to call them. All right, let's begin. Love, Aquarius. Love, Aquarius. Love, career and money. Career and money. Let it flow, let it flow. Let it flow. And life. Okay. Let's bring in our Universal Tarot. Give it a couple shuffles. All my decks are always prepared. I just like to shuffle with your energy. When your energy finds my energy finds your energy. That's when I like to shuffle. And one more. See the Fool on the bottom of the deck? We'll see if it makes its way out. I have a feeling it's going to. We have the Hangman in the awakened stage under love. That can only be a good thing. We have the King of Wands under career. We have the Nine of Pentacles under your life sector, which is quite beautiful. We have the Four of Swords in love. We have the Three of Cups, career. We have the Star card under life. Can be an Aquarius. You can have an Aquarius Scorpio right here. That is your major arcana. Can't pick them up. Alright, let's get some order to this reading. This is just a spread that I made up myself. Just to break it down a little bit more for you, to give you a little bit more information on career, because my readings tend to go to love. They just do. I don't try to control them, but, just love, 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 love. So I thought, you know what, let's add in a career sector just for those who are looking for that also. What's going to happen, guys, is this whole spread's going to talk to each other eventually. So we're going to break it down, then we're going to let it talk. We have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I like that. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like for those who've been searching for certain information, I feel like you're going to find it. I feel like this is good information to help you move forward in something. Okay. Hello, Destiny. Where you been? And the Ace of Wands. So just look at just the life factor for a second. We have the Wheel. So it talks about destined times. It makes sense that the Ace of Swords would be there because that's about your authentic self, using your authentic self and creating from that energy, especially with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is about success. Now, this success doesn't come easy in the Nine of Pentacles. I worked towards it. So it says, if I put my focus upon my pentacles, they will grow. I will have success. Some of you, you're opening up your business, whether it be online. This could certainly, all of a sudden, I don't know why I see it like as the internet going in circles. Some of you, this could certainly be online. I love that it ends with the Ace of Wands. And by the way, this is going to relate to everything else. So that Ace of Wands is great to have because that's a passionate new beginning. It's passion driven. You do have to reach out and grab that ace. But here it is. Okay, let's continue on. So now we're moving into career. We have the Lovers. The Lovers are the Wheel under the Lovers. Card of Gemini. And then we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. It's interesting. And I know I keep saying that, but I feel like for some of you, this is talking about perhaps someone that you used to work with. Some of you may have lost your jobs due to the coronavirus and everything that's going on. But some of you in that energy got very creative. Maybe you got bored and it started to, because let's not forget the Page of Pentacles is there. So I'm seeking knowledge in that energy. I'm seeking to expand. I'm seeking to expand my pentacles, but also my world knowledge, so to speak. So I feel like this king is someone who is looking at you that perhaps that at some time I feel like they're work related, and I also feel they're very like-minded, but I'm also feeling this king is feeling the loss of you. And it's almost like I took what I knew here, the knowledge that I've gained employment-wise, that can be anything, and I used it to manifest something of my own. It's almost like here I'm working the 9 to 5, and even though, listen, there's people that I enjoy, people that I'm going to miss, there's also, for some of you, someone romantically tied there, or at least that is what perhaps they wanted, because above him is the Hangman in the awakened stage, and again, he's looking right back at this lover. So, and you may have had a falling out with this person. Excuse me. I bought a new chair, but I just can't find the right chair. Okay, well, let's keep going. Love. Here's the Hangman. So how interesting, we have the Hangman, and then right next to it we have the Hangman in the awakened stage. Why? What moved this hangman to this hangman? What moved this hangman who was still hanging, seeking some type of wisdom, much like, again, the Page of Pentacles? Well, something comes to this person, whether this be you or another, because someone is having some type of awakening. They may have had a dream or realized something through their dreams that kind of turned them around. That's kind of what I feel like. Literally turned someone around. This is the healing process, the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is healing of a broken heart. But it's also, what am I trying, when I'm in this healing process, what's going on? First of all, Mother Mary, who loves all her children, no matter the age, is part of this healing process. But from this healing process, it asks for you to also look at yourself. Look at what you can do differently. What did you learn? One of these swords or yours or theirs. Let's get our last card. Look at this with the Nine of Swords, but in reverse. Wow, I very seldom see that. And boy, do I love that. So this is no longer worrying about something. The Nine of Swords is excess worry. I feel like what someone is realizing is there's a lot of thoughts. I feel like this is about the thought process. There were a lot of thoughts that may have been on the negative side, or I can't figure something out, right? Nine of Swords, if I don't figure it out, I can come close to, or can move me into the energy of depression and what have you. But this is reversed. So this is giving that worry away. Why? Because I've had some type of an awakening, or they've had some type of awakening because of a healing process. So one way of looking at things, bam, completely changed. Completely changed my perspective. And because of that, now I can give away this worry. This worry goes away. If I allow it, it goes away. Boy, do I love that. Okay. Let's bring out the Cosmic Tarot. And let's go a level deeper. One more. I think I'm going to start at the top. I think I'm going to start at love. Love, what is it good for? Okay. We're going to look at both the hangmans. Look at that. Come on. Another hangman. Could just talk about two people. Two people in the same type of energy. Two people who maybe had given up hope on a relationship, on each other, that type of thing. But look at this. Here's the world. So there's a new chapter opening, and the hangman is awoken in this chapter. What this tells me is somebody really got in touch with their spirituality. And therefore, it's like, it's like moving to the next dimension. The World card to me is a beautiful energy. First of all, I feel like a universe giving thanks or a job well done to you for the realizations, right? The allowing yourself to heal, the looking at oneself within, I was going to say certain situations, but it can be within my whole life. Some of you, you may have dealt with people who cheated on you. It can be romantically, but it can also be financially. felt like, you know, that type of untrustworthy energy. But there just feels like major changes here. You know, because the World card is about entering into the next chapter. And I often feel, when I see the World card, that this chapter potentially is something that I'll be doing for the rest of my life. Whether that means I'm romantically connected to someone for the rest of my life, together, or whatever it is. Let's keep going. We have the Six of Pentacles over that Four of Swords. So let's just talk about that for 1 second before we move on. So Six of Pentacles is a beautiful, balanced energy of give and take. Give and take equally. It's an energy that tells me that you have learned empathy, that you have learned compassion. It's also an energy of doing well financially and therefore helping those who maybe aren't doing so well, you know, that type of thing. So it's the energy of learning how to not just give. We're in the love sector, so let's just say love. Not just give love, but being completely open to receiving it. Some of you, I feel like that is where your block has been. You may have been nervous, fearful, that the next would do what the last did, that type of thing. And that's what keeps us in that Nine of Swords energy. But there's a healing over that. Well, let's keep going. Look at this. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Hello. Coming out with the Ten of Pentacles. So, Nine of Pentacles is independent energy. It's where one feels they can take care of themselves. I don't necessarily need anyone to help me, but, and in the same breath, wouldn't it be nice? Look how we go from the 9 to the 10 of Pentacles in your love sector. This, you know, when I see the 10 of Pentacles, what I think of is an abundant household. Doesn't necessarily mean a rich household, but I feel like there's enough, right? There's enough. There's enough. Some of you created businesses out of your home, and you know, it's almost like Mercury being in retrograde has kind of held people back, and then Mercury goes direct. We had those 2 full moons in October, so we've had a lot of energy, planetary energy to deal with, and then just everything. So I feel like, you know, you have tremendous growth here, and I feel if you've had any fear, um, about connecting with someone, I feel you're able to let it go. So, Ten of Pentacles is also about rooted energy. Remember how I said over here, I felt like in this world energy with the hangman in the awakened state, that I feel like many times this is for the rest of my life. Well, the Ten of Pentacles feels the same thing. This is the ability to really create roots that will last perhaps generation after generation. So we're talking a little bit about work, but we're also talking about love. So this shows us you going from an independent state where I can take care of myself, but also you're in a state of being very compassionate and empathetic and wanting to help your fellow brother or sister. And then boom, here comes someone who matches your energy. So let's keep going. Because next we have the Lovers. Even though it's in your career sector, this whole reading is talking to each other very quickly. So let's keep going. You know, Lovers is a card of Gemini. It's also the energy of a head over heart decision. This King of Wands is definitely the one who I feel like is sitting in that decision mode, looking right back at this lover, the Lovers. My left ear is like ringing like crazy. When I grew up, it was right for spite, left for love. So someone who loves me is thinking about me. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. Why do I feel like this king? And, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it does not have to be. Because I feel like this king is trying to make a decision whether to probably contact you. Again, I feel the energy of, you know, once connected and then life kind of gets in the way and now we're not connected. And I feel like someone is, because of that disconnect, um, certainly is missing you. And I feel like is trying to figure out how to contact you. Not just how to contact you, but will you even care? Interesting. Okay, that's one story. I also feel like some of you, you know, you have this sense of, you know, how did we get to the 9 and 10 of Pentacles? By the way, the 9 of Pentacles again. So, you know, you have the opportunity for abundance if you, you know, you got to go after it. So, again, I'm feeling that disconnect. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's see why. Some of you are just trying to figure out what to do next. What do I do next? Well, hello, Star, again. So we have the Star coming over the Three of Cups, but we also have the Star right below that. So, you know, this reading is about your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, what it is you want to bring into your life. But and there's also, I feel, someone else who you are their dream, you are their hope. In some way, I feel like they again want to reconnect, but you know, will they? I don't know. It looks like potentially they will, but you know, that's their free will. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Can be you, can be another Aquarius. So we could certainly have an Aquarius with an Aquarius coming over this Five of Wands. She's someone who speaks her mind. And, you know, it's almost like there was a falling out. I felt that earlier, and it's in your career sector, but it could certainly, for some of you, be tied also to your love sector. So, you know, she's someone who speaks her mind. She's got the Lovers behind her. She's coming over the Five of Wands, which is very like-minded energy. You know, that doesn't mean we have to have the same sign. And that, you know, and let me answer a question that I've been getting a lot. People are saying, you know, like, I'm an Aquarius, but so is someone who is my ex is an Aquarius. How do I know if it's me? How do I know if it's them? I have to tell you, you have to go by feeling what you feel. Um, You know what I mean? Like, go by the feeling. I feel like if a major arcana comes up, the majority of times it's speaking to you if it's your major arcana. So that's another way to look at it. But the main way is how it feels, how it resonates with you. So I do feel like there was a falling out. And I do feel like, again, I have to keep jumping back to this king. This king is realizing, he's realizing a couple things. He's realizing the potential of who you are to them, because truly, I mean, you're having an awakening, but this person's having an awakening. But even with the awakening, I feel like this person's not sure of how to handle the next step. I don't really feel you are physically connected here. Maybe at one time, but not now. And what I mean by that is I feel, I don't feel it's people who are living together right now. We have the Three of Wands coming over the Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's beautiful energy, Aquarius. That's about looking at your future with a positive lens. Three of Wands is about knowing in your heart that your ships are out there. Whatever those ships are, whatever those dreams, those wishes are, they're out there, right? It's about when you meet up with them. Three of Wands to me is about going with the flow. And it's coming over destiny. So I feel like a lot of you are excited about this. And then you got the Lovers above that. So for some of you, you may be doing something again, but you're doing it through a different lens this time, which is probably what was needed. Sometimes these periods of separation from people are really to get us thinking. Sometimes somebody does have to miss you a little bit until they come to that final realization of who you are to them, who they are to you. Because I feel like Aquarius, this month, probably next month, you're focusing on your Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords. That is the card of victory over this Nine of Pentacles. So you guys know, all the time, I get messages in my reading about those who want to start their own business, especially spiritually based businesses. Why? Well, because that's what I do. So like-minded people attract each other. And that's why I get that over and over again, because many of you are at different stages of owning your own business. Six of Swords, what's that talk about? So, Six of Swords, first of all, it talks about movement from things, people, situations that used to be, that are toxic to us. Toxic. That doesn't mean that someone has to be nasty. What it means is their energy is not fitting with my energy. This situation is not helping me to evolve. It holds me back. It's the realization of that. And therefore, I know what to cut out in my life and what to keep. That's a revolving door of closing doors, opening new doors, emptying, getting rid of one thing so something new can come in. I think that's the way life is. Like, you want this newness, then let's let this go, because this part of your past won't fit within the next part of your future. That makes sense? So, doesn't always have to be people. It can just be, some of you, you may have been drinking a little bit more than normal. Maybe you just have more time. But I find it's coming out of like an energy of boredom. So think about that, because I feel like whatever it is that you need to overcome, cut out, you have no problem doing this month. It's like the sun is out and it's showing you what is good for you, compared to what it is that you're hoping for your life to be. So not all elements are going to fit in to what it is you truly want. So these are the things that are being cut away. Sometimes we feel that cut, sometimes we don't. All right, let's keep going. In the Nine of Pentacles, I always notice a little bird whispering something in her ear, and to me it feels like epiphanies from above being whispered into my ear, signs that are given to me to help me develop my own business, whatever it is, trusting what I hear, right? It feels like it's coming from above and trusting in that. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Prince of Swords. So, 7, first of all, is spiritual completeness, right? But it's also the energy of, it's tricky energy. It can be untrustworthy energy. Interesting, we have the Queen and the Prince of Swords here. Some of this could be a mom and son, and I feel like don't be surprised if you create something, some type of business, an adventure, or well, maybe an adventure. I feel like you create something. Don't be surprised if then, let's say, your son, your daughter, um, wants to then become involved in that. So I feel like some of you are creating things that will be handed down, will stand the test of time. I have no doubt in that. What's some of the energy we're changing within the Six of Swords? What's some of the toxic energy that perhaps we've been hanging on to? Well, it'd have to be the Seven of Swords because we have the Nine of Swords. So that's, not being able to trust. Now, maybe I don't trust anyone as it relates to love. Like, I'm not even going to give it a chance. But in the same breath, if I look up, that's exactly what it wants you to do. That's exactly what the universe is asking of you, to allow yourself to heal these past pains, these past hurts, and be willing to start again. Whether that be with this king who is clearly looking at you, or it be with someone brand new. It's just saying that is, what am I leaving behind? That energy. Now, if it's a person I can't trust, perhaps I'm leaving that person behind. Um, just want to look at one thing. Prince of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles, that's your seat of attention. Now it's hitting the Ace of Wands. So passionate desire, right? Seven of Pentacles, my seed of intention, what I really would like to bring to me. Prince of Pentacles for some of you, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, sitting right over a Virgo card. So I feel like what this is just talking about is different people for different situations. But the Seven of Pentacles coming over that Ace of Wands tells me, especially with all the star energy out here, that there is a seed of intention about to bloom. So you want to think about that so you can be prepared to accept it if you choose. And I think I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I want to leave these rather short. Um, I love you guys so much. I want to thank you for the continued support of my channel. And, just allowing me to read the way I like to read and just accepting me for that. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Keep your head up. There's a lot of good coming. I love you. Bye-bye.